Boom! Live and direct. He's back. Yeah. Today we're going to talk about activating some drives to make us feel life to a different level. Yeah. Today we're going to, what did I mark? We must learn to become all that we are. And that's the quest here. It's really to learn and relearn. Probably a lot of, anyway, me, that's how I feel. Me, I feel reborn in this world, for sure. And that's how I think we should feel. We should feel some kind of rebirth because that's what I think we must do. Die a few times before you can really live. That's how I feel. The default state has to go gradually in our life. I think maybe for some it happened at younger. For others, I think when you're due for the experience, when you're ready to assimilate the knowledge and the wisdom and all that stuff, it will come to you at that perfect time. So I don't think we should rush things, and we should just meet life with full presence and power. Meet life with full presence and power, staying in the now, staying in the present moment, and exploiting everything that there is there. Because the past, forget about it. We cannot go back in the future. We can access it, but through the now. So it's our choice whether we do something right now or we sit on our ass and wait for the future. So I think it's better to go into action altogether. What we must do is build the dream of life. Anyway, we have started building it, but it's just we have a bit twisted minds and evil ways mixed into this. So it's to clear the evil ways is a big step forward to move out the darkness. Because we're very much in the dark. I don't know. Again, like I was telling Kim on the way to bringing her to work, I said it's good that I talk about all this, but most people don't even know that they don't know. The deepness of the programming. That's why sometimes talking about truth and stuff like that, and about how we've been brainwashed and indoctrinated and stuff like that, people have no idea how deep it goes. So to start, that's why I prefer be open up. I don't mind opening up to certain people, but some people I just prefer shut my mouth because it's too deep, and to start explaining everything in deepness, and we're very negative by nature. That's our default state. We love negativity. We love drama. We love gossip. All those bad vibes are there from because society. That's what society lives on. Drama and fucking nonsense. So for sure, we're pretty much stuck in it for a while. But we have possibility to anyway to start designing our life to move out that darkness and that. I don't know. There's something outside of this matrix or in the matrix that we can do to put a glitch in it. That's what I think it's the best to do, is to stay. Like, I don't want to move out of this. Say I'm out of the sheep or things like. No, I think the goal is to become an immaculate member of a herd of sheep. And then you can really stand out and inspire others, because that's what we must do. Like, I don't want to leave my brothers and sisters in confusion. So I'm here to do my part. Other people do their part. It's all to clear the confusion. We want to clear the confusion and remember who we are and learn to become all that we are, because we are a lot more than what we've been told. That's the thing. What I am, I really have no clue. I can tell you right now. But I'm in the midst of discovering what is going to come out of this. But I have no idea really today what's going to happen with me in 5 years. Or I might become someone one day. One day you might see me somewhere and become someone. But for that, I'm going to have to work hard. I'm going to have to not only work hard physically, but work hard with this and avoid distraction. Avoid the nonsense, because every negative vibes that wants to enter my mind or my I don't know, my zone, my zone, every negative vibes that want to enter my zone is very, it blocks the good. It blocks the good from coming out. It's very, very important to stay on the positive vibration, stay on the positive stuff. Never mind the bad minds and drama and gossip and all that nonsense. Focus on what you have to do. You have something to do just like me. That's what I do every day. I focus. It might not be the big whoa, whoa every day, but at least every day I take action, consistently taking action in the direction of my dream. So one day I'm very, very patient. That's one thing I have. I'm very patient and consistent in my stuff. So one day something might come out. I might become someone, like I told you. It might happen, like it might not. But it doesn't matter because it's the journey. It's this that matter. It's this. It's if I can stick to this, if I can stick to my words and do what I said I was gonna do without listening all the voices and all the noise around me. And it's a very noisy and narcissistic world we live in, and people don't want to live dreams. They don't want to. They don't know. They don't like. We're not in touch with life. We're not in touch with life. I'm sorry, but that's how I felt. That's how I feel. Uh, Especially because I have experienced pretty much both the robotic state and the freedom of the mind. Even though I don't think I'm completely free, I don't want to put myself on the pedestal and say, but I'm freeing my mind. I'm freeing my mind. I'm still trying to become someone. But if every day I keep taking action, it's gonna happen. That I have faith. That's one thing we must have is faith also. Faith, not faith in the divine glory that's gonna fall on your lap, but faith that you can make it happen. That you can make it happen because it's all on you. We can I can talk to you about the force and this and that, but it's up to you in the first place to take action. If you do not take action, nothing ever gonna happen. Then after you let things happen, once you start taking action, the way I see it, after you let things happen, you keep working, you keep focusing, keep the focus, keep the drive alive, because there is drives inside us. That's what I was going to talk to you about before I start on my there's drives inside that are very, very, very dormant that we must reactivate. We must reactivate some drives to make us feel the aliveness. I don't like to say make us feel human, because what it is human is just a word. And I think we're so much more than just words and stuff. Like we're lost in words and lost in fantasy. Lost in an illusion, confusion, fantasy world, and we must get out of there. We must get out of there and start. For my part, I'm done with the confusion. So I'm just wanting to find my way and try to inspire others on the path of the righteous way. And hopefully I can touch some hearts and they can touch other hearts, and then we all wake up and realize that life is much, much bigger than our life. This is what we have to realize before we go, unless you don't care and for you the default state is okay, which is okay with me. But I want more out of life, and I don't feel guilty for that. I don't feel guilty for wanting more. Not because I'm greedy, but I want to experience more. We need to have more experience. We're so timid with life, so quiet with life, that we shrink from our greatness. Totally. We shrink. We're all shrinking here. Even me, I shrink from my greatness because I could take steps that would bring me to where I want to go much faster. So we all shrink from our greatness because we're afraid. We're afraid first of, I don't know, success maybe? Afraid of success or afraid of failure, but I think it's more afraid of success. Because failure, if you keep trying, you can't fail. So it's afraid of success. Most of us are, that's scary too, because that's going to bring you out of your comfort zone. That's the thing. And you don't know what's going to happen. And it's very, but I think it's just to really canalize your energy and stop worrying about what others do and what others think. That's very important. And to keep networking, because this is also drawing more powers to your journey, because that's what you need. You can't do things alone. So you have to keep networking. Networking is very important to go forward. And that's what I think that's what I'm doing here, networking and trying to elevate my vibration. And I come and do it live on YouTube because it's something that makes me stretch. It brings me outside of my comfort. And if I keep doing it every day, day after day, day after day, I'll probably be out of my comfort zone one day, and I will act naturally. Those drives will be activated naturally in the morning. At the beginning of the day. I don't like that word morning, and I want to mourn. So yeah, it's very important to stay focused. And do what we have to do. Stop listening to other people's drama and gossip, and activate those drives. What we want is to live a charged life. Okay, what is a charged life? What is a charged life? I got another book here that's very, very good. I loved it. That's this book here. If you wonder where I'm reading, it's a Brendan Burchard, The Charge. I bought all his book. He's great, Brandon. I love his way to present stuff, and he's very natural. So I suggest you also read his books. It's very helpful for personal growth. Me, I'm very, very, very deeply interested in personal growth. That because I know that can make me grow for sure, and it's gonna inspire others. So that's what I'm about: personal growth. And I know I cannot change the world. I know right now, right here today, I cannot change the world, but I can change my ways. I can change. I can be the change. Same as when I go in the park. When I go in the park, I keep complaining that people don't talk to each other. Why do I don't talk to people? That's what I started to do now. Every person I meet, I say hi. Bonjour, ça va bien? Belle journée? C'est tout. Tu sais, you don't need to extend on a long conversation with every zombie you meet in the street. But at least we can say hi to each other. So that's what I'm trying to do now. Be more present, share more love, be more compassionate, and just say hi to people. And I put a smile on my face. And I don't know, sometimes they have weird reaction. Like it's very hard to say hi and put a smile, but others are very receptive and they say hi too. So it's to be the change. You want to see. So that's why I told myself at one point, I said, okay, I have to stop complaining. What am I doing here? I keep complaining that people don't talk to each other, but I do the same thing. So it's just repeating and repeating, perpetuating the nonsense. So I said, okay, now I'll start saying hi to people. So that's what I do. I do that every day that I'm going to my chilling spot or outside in the store, or someone look at me, I will say hi. Bonjour, ça va bien? Ça fait du bien, c'est juste un petit bonjour comme ça. Là, ça peut. Premièrement, il y a des gens là, qui parlent pas, qui parlent pas aux gens. They don't talk to, especially elderly people, elders. These are the people I like to talk with, and because often they live alone and they don't talk to too many people. Some people have very closed life, very closed life, and when they go to the grocery store, it's probably the only time they will talk to someone. And then they get to a grocery store that everybody's freaking zombies living dead and don't talk. So, me, I decide to bring a bit of joy in their day. And even if I can help them doing things also, sometimes I pack their groceries or I do things. I just bring them to the car. Just do that is good. Letting people pass in the street. Be more compassionate. We have to bring just this. We're talking about stopping wars, this, that, stopping the nonsense, the stage events, all the madness in the world, but we can't even stop our cars to let people pass in the street because we're too much for ourselves, too much just for ourselves. So, we should first correct certain manners that we have that are very human and very unnatural and unnatural. So, just that will help us see clear a lot into our madness. Anyway, that's how I see it. But I'm evolving. Yeah, I'm evolving. I look people in the eyes. Yeah, smile and greet them in love. Greet them in love. That's what I'm going to do now. I'm evolving. I was very much Like, just take the, for example, you know, where I was the other day, there was a camera, and before, if I would have seen a camera in the street or something, I would have done this. You know, that's how I was programmed into the negativity and stuff. So if I was seeing a police car with a camera or something, I was doing that. You know, I was very, very negative. Now what I do is I do a little heart. You know, that's what I do. I was going through the drive-through before with my wife, and there was a little camera. Usually I would have went like this, just because my negative state of mind would have ordered me to be negative. But now, because I have a more positive state of mind, I do a little heart in the camera instead, and I say love instead of hate and shit like that. That, you know, this brings us nowhere. It lowers our vibration. And it affects us. It affects us. So I have realized these things. Yes, I am evolving. I am evolving into more love and compassion. More love and compassion, because I think I really feel that this is what we need. More love and compassion, and being the change. You know, stop complaining. We have to stop complaining about what people do wrong. Start treating people as good as you are, not as bad as they are. You know, that's the thing. If we want to see a change, we have to start somewhere. It starts with our ways, our manners with each other. They're so out of alignment. No, me, I was going to read you the book. I didn't even start. It's a big subject. Continue the fight. I'm at work. We'll see the live later. See ya. Weed overdose. Yeah, weed overdose is watching often. I think he's a regular viewer. I saw his name often. And Triple R, of course. Yes, more love, unconditional love. We have to look at people as they speak. Truly listen. Yeah, that's true. Also, we don't listen. We just talk. You know, most of us just blah 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 and never listen. It takes courage to speak. It takes courage, but it takes courage to listen also, which most people lack the courage of listening. And you should really, really consider every person you meet in your life as a teacher. That's very, very important, and that's another point that we miss. We don't think anybody can teach us anything, only us or the schools or the magician in Babylon can teach us stuff. Yeah, they're gonna teach you how to get caught up in an illusion. That's what that they're good at it. They're good at it to teach illusion and confusion and to make magic tricks on the population, on the masses. They're very good, and we all get hypnotized, and we stay dormant and don't ask questions and hypnotize completely reality by the fake reality, and we don't never wake up from the Babylon nightmare. So I think it's time to wake up from this nightmare and start feeling life, you know. Some people suggest that not everyone can have this kind of life, a charged life. But why not? Chargers, the name I give to those living a charged life, are not born with some kind of lightning bolt in their heads. They are not different from anyone else, you or me. If there is a difference, is that they act and perceive the world and themselves differently. Differently. For sure, I perceive the world differently than a lot of people. That's why I want to do something with my life. I feel there's something out there that's just waiting for me to shine. It's my duty anyway. I feel it. That I've been ordained to be great. We all ordained to be great, but we ignore the call. We're all called. It's not that few are chosen. We're all called, but we all sleep. I think we're all called to greatness. It's not just some of us, but sometimes I feel like just a few are chosen because no one is really looking with open eyes. But I don't want to cause separation, so we're all called to greatness. It's up to us to wake up. Chargers are open and observant in the moment. Open and observant in the moment. Inform about, but not confined by the past. Chargers are aware and accepting of the present moment. They tend to engage with great curiosity, spontaneity, and flexibility in the world unfolding around them. They do not rush to judge what things mean or bind themselves closely with an assumption of how things should turn out. With this full palette of perception, they tend to be more patient, more tolerant, more receptive of whatever comes their way, and more creative in how they overstand the situation. He marked understand, but I don't like that word. We must start to overstand, so I'm changing it to overstand a situation. They feel that the journey is just as important as the destination, so they seek to immerse themselves, fully engage. Where? Fully engage where? In the now. Fully engage in the now every day. That's all there is. Stop worrying. Stop worrying and exploit the now. Exploit the, start working on your skills. We all have skills. Some ways, something to do. I think it's speaking, because I have done a bit of a travel in my life to realize that I'm a good coach. I'm a good coach. I'm good to encourage, I have that fire inside me. So I'm just working on this, and hopefully make me become someone eventually. Charger are future orientated. Future orientated. For all their ability to be present and also have grand visions and ambition. They have richly detailed vision of the future and activities seek to make those visions realities. Chargers are optimistic about the future, and that optimism works like a magnet, drawing that desired future to them. They are genuinely enthusiastic about their envisioned futures and feel empowered to take the step necessary to turn their dreams into realities. Yeah. They see problem in the present as solvable, and so they endeavor to solve them and make the future world a better place. Yeah, that's what we need. Better place. Chargers are challenge seekers. I told you need to challenge yourself. Move out your comfort zone. Challenge yourself. Go out in the world. Experience things. Stretch out. Leave the internet. Leave the internet and go in real life. Experience your life, especially if you're young. Move out of Facebook and YouTube freaking nonsense. Go experience life. That's what most young people don't do. They're just so worried about their Facebook status and their fucking nonsense that they miss the whole life. They miss having experience, because we don't miss life. Life is there. We all live it. But most of us exist. So it's to live it and get in touch with life, with experience, many different experiences, especially if you're young. All my life, I've lived a super experience. Not that I had the most extravagant experience, but with the life I've been given, I always did the maximum I could. I know my life is not maybe the best, but it's the one that I've been given. So I take the maximum opportunity to seize every possibility that present to me in my life. Like, I do the best out of it. Chargers are challenge seekers. Much of the excitement for life that Chargers experience come from their active pursuit of novel challenges. I would never be here if I would not if I would have not challenged myself in my life. I would not be talking to you here this morning. Forget about it. Because the reason I'm here, it's because I love to stretch. Simple. And you gotta rise in love with stretching. Rise in, I was gonna say fall in love. Rise in love with stretching. Yeah. As you will learn in the coming chapters, novel challenge is like brain candy, activating the pleasure centers and hormones of the brain. Those with charged life wants to stretch. I just told you that. Wants to stretch, express, and realize themselves, and they know that this cannot come about without challenge. For sure. Chargers are ready for whatever life throws at them because they believe that they can rise to the demand of any situation. Rise and shine. That's what we need. This allows them to enjoy and even be playful amid the uncertain, tumultuous process of growth. And I should add, uncertain, confusion, tumultuous process of growth, because it's very confusing, for sure, at the beginning. But embrace it. It's a reflection of your growth. All the confusion you experience in your life is a reflection of your growth. For sure, once you realize how fucked up this world is, you're going to be confused. For sure. Because you think it's real. You think everything is real. You think everything you've been told is true. When everything you've been told is probably packed with lies and nonsense. Coming from Babylon. For sure. From society and all the madness organized. Yeah. So relearning is very important. For sure. So guys, I'm letting you go. We'll check the rest tomorrow. I'm out. I'm going outside. I'm going to do my stuff, and that's it. Rise and shine. We'll look at the other ones tomorrow. I have a lot more to tell you. Chargers, but we gotta keep charging life and have a good one. And he will be back another now. That's it. Who was here this morning? Red Rose, Suzanne, Weed Overdose. Big up, everyone. Thanks for being here. But I know others are here. No? There's like 7 watchers, but I know not everybody manifests. It's not necessary anyway. You are someone. No, I'm still trying. Stop telling me I'm someone. I'm trying to become someone. I'm not someone yet. Don't put me on a pedestal. I am not there. I'm just, and even now, even today, I look at, I've done nothing yet. I'm just entering no, I'm not even in a big league yet. I know I'm trying to become someone. But if you think I'm someone, okay, thank you. But in my mind space, I'm trying to become someone, and so hard and so focused. And, I would like to prove myself to myself. This is what I want. I have nothing to prove to anyone. I don't give a fuck about this. I have nothing to prove to anyone, but I want to prove myself to myself for once in my life. This is what I want. But not for once because I've done it in the past, but it's just I aim too low and I freaking hit. So I stayed there. It's not because I never had goals, never been driven in life. Always been, but aim too low and stayed there. Now I want to aim freaking high and I want to hit too. So, but it's going to take work. So, it's a journey. Agreed. We're all someone. Oh, yeah, we're all someone for sure. But it's to bring it out for sure. We're all someone, but you cannot. Me, I want to become someone to inspire others. That's the thing. It's to impact not only my life. I will impact my life a great deal. If I can help, if I can lift others, I will rise. That's how it works. So it's by lifting others that we rise. So day by day, we'll get there. He's out. Rise and shine. Live your dreams.